The last 2 games, I know we missed like 13 or 14 of them, so it is an issue that we got to correct.
Steve Kerr earlier said that he felt like you guys lost the game in the first half. What's your assessment of the game today?
Yeah, it set a tone. We turned the ball over way. I think we had 12 or 13 turnovers in the first half, and they had at halftime like 23 points off those turnovers. So you hold a team of 102 points, give up 31 points off turnovers. Defense was pretty good. But you can't defend those turnovers. Like I said, that was awful. So that's all me.
Draymond, what's your impression of the Clippers defense?
They're scrappy. They try to speed you up. And in the second half, we did a good job of staying composed, getting them what we wanted to get to. First half, we played it right into their hands.
What does it say about this team that you turned it over 19 times and missed 10 free throws and still had a couple shots to send it to overtime at the end?
We know we're a really good team, so we feel like we can win every game. They just say we lost because we sucked at those things, and it starts with me.
Good. I'm from the Netherlands and spent a bit of time.
Oh, I love the Netherlands. Great place.
Okay, great. But Quinton told me this weekend that he has quite a lot of conversations with you, that he tries to learn from you. How do you think of him? What impression does he make?
He can really shoot the ball really well, but defensively, I think he really understands position. He really sees the court well. When you have bigs defensively that see the court well, gives you an advantage. He has great size, great verticality. His lateral movement is way better than I think anyone thought it would be coming out, which is probably why he went 50, whatever he went. And so, because I think that was viewed as like that would be a problem. And, from the time that he's been with us, it doesn't look to be an issue at all. And so, very cerebral player. I think he'll do really well in his sleep, being able to shoot the ball how he can shoot, and having the IQ that he has. And then he's thirsty for information. He come up to me and ask me a million questions. And, as a veteran, you really appreciate and want to pour into guys like that. I was someone who would ask a million questions, and I always talk about how much of an impact Andrew Bogut had on me as far as a defender, not being a defender. His impact on my game was huge. Just the things he taught me, how to cat and mouse, how to guard pick and rolls, how to guard the post. He was huge in my development. Speaking, calling out everything. I learned a lot of that from Andrew Bogut, and so just always try to get that game back. And like I said, when you have a guy who's just searching for that information, you want to give more.
Hey, Draymond, Steph's always Steph, but in light of all the roster changes this summer, what has he done early on to help guide the team?
Just be Steph. Obviously playing the game that he plays, not playing, being as great as he is on the basketball court, but then also, what you tend to realize when new people come to this team is like, or even, not even guys come to this team, you end up realizing that, like, guys in the league look at him as like this mythical superhero. I had a very prominent basketball player in the NBA, like all-star, hit me this summer, and he wanted to talk to Steph. And it was like a whole thing. He's like, yo, so I want to talk to Steph. You give me his number. I'm never going to just give someone a number. So I immediately hit Steph like, yo, such and such wants your number. Absolutely, give it to him. He then proceeded to, so I want to ask him this. How do I ask him? And I want to do this. How should I? And I'm like, yo, just ask him. Like, what do you mean, how do you ask? Like, he's like, well, I just don't want to come. Like, bro, just ask him the question. And you start to see that, like, with more and more guys. And it's not always just like young guys, you know. And so when people come to this team, their first reaction is, and I don't know what these stars are like around the league, but their first reaction is like, man, he act like that, or like, he cool with you doing this, or you're like, yeah, like, you mean, is he cool with you doing? And so I'm not sure what these stars around the league like are doing to these like different guys around the league, but they almost be timid. And then you realize like he's just like, oh, go ahead, like, oh, whatever. Like you gonna ask him sad thing like, why are you asking me that? You know, and so just that demeanor, it's super inviting and it makes everyone comfortable. And then guys feel comfortable on the basketball court, playing the game, you know, their style of basketball, being extremely comfortable in what that means for them. And, you know, that's always helpful when you got a star, a mega star like that. Just like, oh, yeah, it's cool. Like, go ahead.
Who else has that for us? Like in the league? You talking about?
Like the He-Man aura, like
With it, like I'm a little intimidated.
Bron, for sure.
Yeah.
You got Bron, Steph. That's about it.
Katie?
But in a different way. Like KD definitely has it, but more so with guys who like think they got a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you think you got that bag, KD is definitely that mythical character because his bag's so deep. And so you probably grew up idolizing him to want to have that bag at this height or, you know, said height. And so I think it's with KD is looked at as a little different, but KD also walk around like, I'm just another guy on the block, like, you know, like in sweats and, you know, he just kind of cruise around and so he doesn't necessarily give you that just by the way he carries himself. It's almost like I said, it's just the bro next door is the kind of the vibe KD gives me. He on Twitter, he doing this, and so you feel like closer to him because of, you know, just the way he goes about things. But I think guys definitely look at him like that. You know, when you think you can score the basketball, he does it better, as good as better than anyone. So I think it's just a little different though, because he just give you the bro next door vibes. You know, and, you know, I think that automatically make everybody else comfortable, which then, you know, also makes people disrespectful. You know, because they think like, oh, you the bro next door. No, I'm not. Kevin Durant. You know, and so I think he's just a little different way than those two.
You get a screener for either the LeBron too?
Can I?
People come at you, they say, how do we get a hold of LeBron too?
No, you can't get a hug, bro.